Thanks for tuning in, everyone. That was Loon by the Juliets, and I'm very fortunate to have them sitting in front of me right now on Treetown Sound. I have Sarah and Jeremy and Anthony from the Juliets, hailing from beautiful downtown Ypsilanti. Is that a true statement?
Yes, sir.
You're not claiming Detroit yet, even though you were premiered in Chrysler's Imported from Detroit commercial?
We have dual citizenship.
Dual citizenship?
I lived in Detroit, and a couple of us lived in Detroit, but we're now out here, so.
So I was watching TV one night, watching sports, as I tend to do from time to time, and lo and behold, there's your song in the Imported from Detroit commercial. How did that all come about?
It came about, somebody from the organization is just a huge music fan, and him and his wife just ended up at a show at the Majestic last year, and they just started coming to shows, and we just see him at a lot of shows, and then we kind of became friends and didn't even know who they were, and then one day just like, oh, I've been talking about you over at Chrysler, and getting, and one thing led to another. And
that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
You definitely have, people at the radio station here, Martin Van Dyke, who's one of my mentors and the ruler of Ann Arbor Radio, and he loves the Juliets. You're one of his favorite bands. Martin's probably listening right now. Martin, you're the king, just because I'm sure you're listening because you love the Juliets. And he's a great example of people that are really invested in the music community that are huge fans of your band. I have seen you guys a couple times, but I really didn't know much about you until I got Perfect Season, which is your brand new CD available on iTunes and for Bandcamp if you're under 25. It's an amazing CD.
Thank you.
When was the release date with that?
That came out in October.
Yeah, it's fairly new because you guys haven't been around for very long.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Years.
Yeah.
Well, your first album was like 2010.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys are fresh off the press, and you're already getting in commercials and getting some national press and some international press. Kudos to you. So we got a big show this Thursday night at the Blind Pig.
Yes, sir.
With Bear Lake and Flash Clash.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to this show? Is this like a CD release show?
No. This is just a show. We've played with Bear Lake a couple times and gotten to know those guys. We really like playing with them. We haven't played with Flash Cash, but heard of them, so we're looking forward to it.
Great band.
We know we played with Bear Lake in Chicago as well, like out of state and in state. So just one of those bands we found work.
Yeah, they're a great band. For all you Ann Arbor listeners, Flash Clash is kind of an electronica band, but their new drummer in their band is Mike Shea, formerly of Ella Riot, formerly of Mind Your Disco, and formerly of Toolbox. For all of you keeping score at home, it's definitely want to check out. As you know, Ella Riot's a big deal in Ann Arbor, so go support this show this Thursday night. So I was lucky enough to pick the next song I'm going to play as your next single. When is this next single dropping? Only You.
It's going to be sometime early in the summer. We are we have a video in the works that's being produced by Vine Records.
Oh yeah, I know Vine.
And their records is a little bit misleading because they're kind of more of just a multimedia, group, and they're producing the video, and that should be ready to go the end of June, and it should be paired up with a new 45 with a couple new songs on it, and Only You as the A-side, so.
Cranking it out. Well, yeah. If it has half the success that Loon has, then it would be a complete success, because Loon's everywhere.
We got, we're really grateful for how it happened. Things happen, not to say we don't work really hard.
Oh, absolutely.
And we do, but we feel like the things that have happened have come along in the best way, which is just people who actually like the music, and it has been too forced. So, we prefer that way because we just feel like, pushing things too hard when it's unnatural doesn't always produce the best results, but when you kind of like come together and collaborate with people who you really feel and you kind of have some kind of kinship with, it always ends up better. It's always more fun that way.
Well, I can brag about you guys being from Washtenaw County, Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, because the bands here are amazing. They do their things their own way, and they're different, and you guys aren't a pop band. You guys are like a classical pop band, cello, violin, percussion, drums, your amazing songwriting. You really can't be stuck in any genre. You're a genre-bashing band, if you will. And I saw that you were called Baroque with a Backbone.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Baroque's the punk rock of classical, so what does that truly mean?
Yeah, it's maybe redundant. I don't know. You want to take this one?
I guess it means that we try to bring in classical influences, but still make it modern sounding. So, I mean, Anthony and I are both classically trained, so we like to bring that aspect in with writing. And our previous cellist, Kaylin, was also classically trained. So when we were writing the songs, we really bring that element in.
So you guys thinking about maybe covering like a Baroque song just to like blow your fans' minds one night? Bring out the Brandenburg Concerto or something?
Yeah, right? I don't know. I'd almost rather Baroque something that wasn't, I don't know, you know, something that's unexpected, like, you know, maybe cover a punk song or something.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, you guys could do whatever you want. They're extremely talented. If any of you are just tuning in right now, this is the Juliets. They're live in studio here on Treetown Sound. They have a huge show this Thursday night, which is the 29th of March, with Bear Lake and Flash Clash. It's $5 at the Blind Pig. They made it affordable because they know only you can prevent dance parties. So come out and support live music, because this is what this community is all about. I will be there. And I say that a lot and don't show up, but I'm being honest this time. I will 100% be there because I'm not missing this show, because I love all the bands on the bill. Is there anything special you want to add for the people of beautiful Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti?
You know what? We hope to see you on Thursday. We're going to be playing a couple new songs as well. So
Great.
We're really excited about that. Yeah.
Well, when I got this album, Perfect Storm, and I highly recommend iTunes, this next song, Only You, hit me personally really hard. It's like one of those songs that I listened to on the CD like 8 times the first day. You know how that works when you get that song and you just get addicted to it and you're like, why do I want to listen to it again? Well, I'm really excited to listen to it again. So, you ready to do it on Treetown Sound?
Yes,
all right, this is the Juliets with Only You on Treetown Sound.
That was the longest interview ever!